Is Israel committing genocide on the Palestinians?
Are you serious by asking this question? Are you serious? Do you consider yourself a serious journalist by asking me such a question?
According to Amnesty, who published a 296-page report published in December 2024, backed by forensic evidence, they say Israel is committing a genocide. Your response to that?
It's a bunch of liars and lies.
So you don't believe Amnesty, you don't believe Human Rights Watch, UN experts are discredited. Now some of Israel's most respected Holocaust scholars accuse your government of genocide, Jewish scholars. Professor Amos Goldberg, you know him well, I presume, a leading Israeli Holocaust historian, wrote, "Yes, it is genocide, it is difficult and painful to admit, but after 6 months of brutal war, we can no longer avoid this conclusion." This is one of the most respected Jewish scholars saying that your government is committing genocide. Why is Israel starving the people of Gaza?
But again, as you said before, genocide, starving, ethnical cleansing, my God, everything is here. I say again, nonsense, lies. And honestly, sir, I accuse you of being an anti-Semite, anti-Israeli journalist, and this is what you are. Please continue. This is what you are.
Did you just call me an anti-Semite for asking questions based
because you don't
on
allow
UN reports, on Amnesty reports, based on Human Rights Watch, UN experts, Israeli scholars?
That's what you do right now.
So now
that's what you do.
An anti-Semite?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
For asking questions about your war?
If you accuse me,
I'm asking questions. I'm not accusing you
I'm
of
asking
anything.
you, yes, sir. What you're doing in this interview is a disgrace, sir. You're a disgrace to the profession of journalism. You're a disgrace. Is there anything positive about Israel? Is there anything positive about this country, or everything is bad? Are we the vicious? Are we the evil one? I'm asking you a question. You are a journalist covering between Israel and Gaza.
Right now, your prime minister has an arrest warrant against him.
Okay. By the way,
for war crimes,
imagine
for starving a population. Your heritage minister, Amichai Eliyahu, said nuking Gaza was an option and called for methods more painful than death for Palestinians. More journalists are killed in Gaza than in both world wars, Vietnam, the former Yugoslavia, and Afghanistan combined, according to the Watson Institute's Cost of War project. As a former journalist and editor, can you explain to us why Israel is killing Palestinian journalists on a mass scale? Why is the Israeli government not allowing international press into the Gaza Strip?
This is a war zone, and in any war zone, I covered Kosovo war, I covered Iraq war, I covered Afghanistan war. There were restrictions, and you should know it as well. You know it better than me.
Sir, I've been in this line for 20 years. I've covered the war in Afghanistan for about 15 years.
You?
Yes.
Good.
I've covered Syria, Israel, and Palestine for many years. I've been to Ukraine. Never, ever have I experienced a warring party denying access totally to a war zone. We can go to Ukraine and the Ukrainians will take us to the front lines and let us cover what's happening there. We can go and ask the Russians and they will allow us to their side of the front lines. Why is the Israeli government not allowing international press into the Gaza Strip?
Israel does not intentionally harm civilians.
Mrs. Haskell, your forces have shot civilians with white flags. Your forces have shot children. Your forces even shot your own hostages that managed to escape, waving white flags, speaking Hebrew. They were shot. 1,400 health workers in Gaza have been killed by your forces in the past 18 months. 1,400. That's not single incidents, that's a lot of incidents. Last month, IDF soldiers opened fire and killed 14 health and rescue workers, spraying them with bullets, then burying them with their cars in a mass grave along the road. Have any soldiers held accountable for the mass killing of 14 health workers?
Our soldiers are working in a very difficult environment.
If it was a mistake, why not call the UN and say, listen, we made a mistake, we shot at 6 ambulances and a fire truck, please come and look at what happened here. What your forces did, they killed these people, then they buried them in a mass grave. And it took the UN 7 days to get to the site.
The Nazification of Israel, that's where it should be filed. This is a country that's gone completely off the rails, and the more that you see it in operation, the more it looks like the Germans under Hitler. This is just hard to believe. We're talking about eradicating all of the Palestinians in Gaza, murdering them. This is hard to believe.
Every child in Gaza is the enemy.
You need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
I just think we need to kill them, every one of them, and that's it.
This is the sort of things that the Germans did. It's supposed to be never again. I don't see any evidence that people in Israel believe in the principle of never again. certainly when it applies to the Palestinians. It's sickening. I don't know what else to say. I didn't think anything like this would ever happen, but it is happening.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
Believe Israeli women.
These are the settlers in waiting, keen to start a new life, to annex Gaza for Israel. But what of the Palestinians who live in Gaza now?
I just think we need to kill them, every one of them, and that's it.
Believe Israeli women.
Speaking about more than 2 million Arabs. They will not stay there. We, Jews, will be in Gaza.
That sounds like ethnic cleansing.
Believe Israeli women.
That seems sociopathic.
I can...
Doesn't it?
No, not at all. This is normal.
Believe Israeli women.
No, a single loaf of bread should go there.
They're starving to death.